Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Celia, and I was thinking about doing a face-to-face video, but I really hate looking at myself, so you're getting a little bit of my face, but I give you guys props who do face-to-face videos because I could not do it. I just hate looking at myself, and I'm one of those people who hates being in pictures and all of that. So anyway, let's get on with the video. I asked you guys to leave me some questions in my community tab, and I was so impressed by some of the questions I got and some of the nice comments, and that really made my day. So, or my past couple of days. So thank you guys so much. And if anyone has any more questions, always feel free to leave them in the comments on my videos. I do jump in and reply to everything. I really like the back and forth in the journaling community videos that we all have. So here we go. The first question I have, these are all in my current journal. You can see in red there was a really nice comment. I wanted to write that down because when someone leaves you a nice compliment, it can really boost you inside, so it's good to remember those. What motivates you to journal? So this is something I've talked about in other videos, but you know, I think it also changes with your life changing. What motivates me to journal right now? Honestly, I was writing this last night, I think it was. Yeah, in fact, this is what I wrote. I said, I don't know why, I just keep writing. I have no one to talk to. I should be writing letters, but I prefer to write to myself right now. Yeah, so what motivates me to journal? I live by myself. I'm in a state where I have no family here, no close friends, so writing is what I have. And I mentioned this before in other videos. My childhood, there was a lot of trauma. I was that shy kid in school who never talked, and writing became an outlet for me, and it still is. And there was a while, like when I was much younger, when my mother used to read my journals, so then I stopped journaling, and then like I didn't have that outlet, and I felt like I became a very self-destructive person. So this definitely helps. And yeah, I mean, you can just write a sentence. I don't know why I'm writing, why I just keep writing. I have no one to talk to, maybe. It doesn't have to be a huge, profound thing. It's just, or you could, like yesterday morning driving to work, there was the most amazing sunrise, or it seemed amazing to me. And I think a lot of times these days, because we all have smartphones, we all take pictures of everything. And number one, I was driving. Number two, I was like, the picture's not going to capture it because I live in Arizona, and I'm in a city. So if I took a picture, it would just get like the city streets and the buildings. It wouldn't get the mountains and the sun coming up. So I wanted to keep that, like, just keep that memory in my brain rather than take a picture. But then after work yesterday, I came home and I wrote about it. So, you know, simple little things, that's what motivates me. And I guess, but again, with this question, you had written you're very authentic, and that's my thing. I never want to be like anyone else, and I never want anyone else to be like me. I never really got that when I was younger because I was always like the black sheep in my family, the black sheep at school, like I didn't fit in for various reasons. And now that's really important to me, to be authentic. So you don't have to journal the way I journal. You don't have to write crazy amounts of pages. Find what works for you and do that. What age did I start journaling? So I don't know specifically because it's been a long time. I'm old, and I know I was journaling a little bit like in late elementary school, like 4th, 5th grade, because 4th grade is where I just got so into reading and writing. And I know I started writing to pen pals when I was in 4th grade, when I was 9. I do remember my first journal that I think I got it in 5th grade. Well, it was like a diary, but I don't know how much I really used it. And then in like junior high, I wasn't as dedicated as I am now. I started writing more. I think it was like maybe when I was 14, that's when I really started writing. And then I took a few years off here and there, and I can't remember when I got back into it. I think it was before the pandemic, but I'm not really sure. It's been a lifelong thing with me. I always write, even if it's not journaling. I've been writing letters since I was 9. I used to write stories and stuff that I would make up. I did that a lot when I was like a teenager. And writing was always my thing in school, so it's a hobby. It's a lifelong hobby. What planner do you use? So I use a Hobonichi Cousin. They have 2 options. They have a full year, and then they have what they call the Avec, which it breaks it down into 6 months because this is only July and August, and it's already so chunky. I used the full year once, and it was like crazy chunky. So I use the Hobonichi Cousin. I've gone back and forth so many times these past few years, and trying to find the planner that I really like, because my styles keep changing. And this is what is working for me now. I do have 2 more of them. This was the first half of the year of the Hobonichi Cousin, and then I kind of stopped using it. And then I just use it as a notebook. This one I started using and then went to a different planner, and then again, I'm just using it like as a notebook. This is really my planner. So I don't really do creative planning. I mean, I do put some stickers on, but mainly it's just lists. Like I write in black ballpoint usually, lists of what I need to do, and then I just check it off. These are the weekly pages. I love weekly pages. I keep track of what I've ordered. And then there's daily pages, and a lot of people journal on their daily pages, but I don't. I keep track of my expenses. I have a highlight each day, and I keep track of like health related stuff. And that's what works for me. Basically, I'm a list maker, so That's the kind of planner I have. I do put in a few little stickers, but not a lot, because I get so distracted by different colors and too many stickers, and like all the sticker kits and stuff, I buy them, but then I don't use them in there. So that's my planner question. And once again, it's important to know what works for you, because there's so many planners out there, so many planner systems, and everybody wants to sell you theirs, and it may not work for you. What other hobbies do you enjoy? So, like I said, I write to pen pals. I have a lot of pen pals. I have talked about this before. I write like long letters. This is my staff of, well, actually, I'll read this one. So I used to keep every letter I received, and then obviously I couldn't do that. So I narrowed it down, and this is, I've been traveling with this since I don't know when. So I have one letter from every pen pal. Like when I get a new letter from them, I toss out the old one. But this is all the letters I've received this year. And I really enjoy keeping in touch with people. Some of these people I've met in real life, some I haven't, but that's okay. So, other hobbies I like. So I showed you that picture on my community picture of me holding a flag, and that someone else wanted to know about the flag. So I'm originally from Massachusetts, and I do Revolutionary War reenacting, or I did, but also because that's big from where I am or where I was in Massachusetts, but also a music genre called fife and drum is huge in Massachusetts and Connecticut and around New England. So I do that, and I'm not a musician, but I carry a flag. And so the picture I posted is me from July when I was home visiting, and we were getting ready to start the parade. So my group isn't like a traditional revolutionary era. We are we play older music, but our group is more invested in having fun, playing well and having fun, and it's just a great group of people. Like, it took me so long to find my people, and they are definitely them, and I miss them, but I'll see them again in a week. No, a week from Friday, I'll be back. What other hobbies do I like? I like walking, although I haven't been doing it as much in Arizona. Back in Massachusetts, I used to walk all the time. My favorite place to walk was an old cemetery there. And I do have a video on my channel about walking through the cemetery. I think some of you have seen that. So I used to do that on the weekends, like religiously for years. Every Saturday and Sunday, I'd go for my walk in the cemetery. And I'm talking like I'd walk for an hour and a half, because it's a beautiful place. And like there's a big hill you can walk up on, and you can see the whole Boston skyline. So it's a very special place, and I miss that too. What else do I like to do? I just like to be outside when the weather's nice. I like history, obviously. So I like to visit historic homes and that kind of thing. I haven't done as much of that here in Arizona. Like Massachusetts just is history. Like everything's history. So it's hard to adjust. What other things do I like? I can't even think. I mean, I do like reading, but I've been bad about it. I watch YouTube, obviously. I think that's really it for now. I mean, I like to travel. That's kind of it. Sorry, I seem really lame, but those are my things. Another question. What do you write about when you feel like you have nothing to write about? So I will actually sit down and write. I have nothing to write about. I have nothing to say. Or even in the morning, like sometimes I get up at like 3 for work, but if I don't get out of bed at 3 and I'm like slow in the morning and then I don't have time to write, I will open my notebook and write. I don't have time to write right now, which I think I wrote that the other day. And it's just what I do. I mean, you don't have to do it, but it's my routine. And I always think of something to write about. I could write about my coffee, or I include all those things in here. And like I write about random things. Like this morning, this is totally random. I don't know why I thought about this, but I was thinking how both of my parents only drank black coffee. And that, like, black coffee is all they drank, except they would drink wine. And that memory just popped into my head, and I was like, wow. And then I was like, I don't think they really drank water. And I was like, why didn't they drink water? You know, that kind of thing. I mean, that seems so silly, but I wrote it down because reality is my dad has been gone for almost 14 years now, and my mom is 90 and has Alzheimer's. So that might seem trivial, but someday it's going to be a nice memory. I mean, it sort of is a memory now. But also I was thinking, oh, they both drink black coffee. My son drinks black coffee. I don't drink black coffee. Should I be drinking black coffee? I mean, I drink coffee, but anyway, I'm like babbling here. Another, how long have you been journaling? Are you thinking about moving back to Massachusetts? Yes and no. I would love to move back to Massachusetts, but I don't know if I can afford it. For those of you who are new, when I lived in Massachusetts, I lived in my family's home. We had a big old Victorian house, and so there was room for like all generations of people. I had a whole like 1-bedroom apartment in the basement with my own door and everything. So that was a cheap alternative for me. And so leaving there, well, plus I used to teach and now I'm not a teacher and blah, blah, blah. Massachusetts is a great state to live in. It's just really, really expensive. So I'm not sure if I can go back there. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I'm trying to stay till stay here in Arizona till March when my lease is up on my apartment, but I don't know what I'm doing after that. So as you can imagine, I spend a lot of time journaling about that, pros and cons, and what would happen if I did this and did that. And anyway, moving on. Next question. Since I don't have a definitive answer to that last one. Which brand of journals or stationery is the best and which is the worst, in your opinion? So once again, I will say everybody's different. Right now, I'm using a composition notebook. I think I probably got this from Dollar Tree. I'm not sure. I've covered it up like now. I use a lot of composition notebooks. I was using pocket notebooks in July, and when I was done with that, I was like, I need something big. But now that I'm in this, usually I love these, but now that I'm in this, I'm like, oh, it's too big. But I do use these a lot, and they're cheap, and for me personally, cheap is good because I write so much that I use up so many notebooks. And for the most part, I can use my fountain pens in here. I don't always write with fountain pen. This is fountain pen, this orange. And then this is fountain pen. I brought out all from my little closet store, because I have all my journals separated by brand. That's just what I do. So I can go through them. This is an Archer and Olive. I just brought out one of each so you guys could see. I love these journals. They're really well made. And the paper quality is amazing. It's so thick, but they're expensive. And for me, I can't rationalize buying many of these for the cost because I just go through them so fast, and I don't know what's gonna happen to all my journals, like when I'm gone or whatever, so I don't know. This is a Hobonichi notebook. Hobonichi is from Japan, obviously. I really like the Hobonichi planners, so I decided to buy some blank notebooks. I think I'm gonna use this for a journal sooner or soon, we'll see. But these again are expensive, but the Tomo River paper is really good for fountain pens, and you do get a lot of pages, so I feel like I can justify this more than those. Maybe it's just where I am in life right now. This is a paperage, and I get these on Amazon. These are great. They're affordable. The paper is pretty thick. I like that they're blank. The covers are blank, so you can customize it. And I think it's a good alternative. Me personally, I think it's a good alternative because I don't feel as bad if I go through it fast because it's cheaper. Along the same lines, there's these Artist Loft from Michaels. I've mentioned these before, same thing. I can use my fountain pens in here. I can use whatever. These do bulk up, which I love that. And again, I like the, excuse me, I like the blank cover so I can customize it. This is the other kind of Michaels journals I use. The cover is not as thick, but it's pretty much the same paper. Anything works in them. They all do have something on the cover, so I'm kind of picky about that, so I don't always buy journals with decorative covers. but I think they're good quality and they're cheap. Now, my moleskins. I'm a big moleskin lover, and yes, they're expensive, but you get a lot of paper, and for me, they've been working. I know a lot of people have had bad experiences saying that moleskin's paper has changed. I still love my moleskins, so I splurge every once in a while and get a moleskin. And again, I like the blank cover so I can customize them. And I also try and find them on sale, like on Amazon, you can find them on sale a lot. This is Peter Popper Press. And let me backtrack. With the ones I just showed you, those are all mostly around A5. This is a B6. I have I want to say I have 10 blank Peter Popper Press in my collection. I do love Peter Popper Press, but I go back and forth because I don't know. I just get not annoyed, bothered, something. I don't know what it is. The paper is great. They have a cute little pocket. I love that it has a band. The covers are cute, but I don't know. I have a love-hate really. Well, I don't hate them, but they're not really my favorite, even though I keep buying them. I don't know. This is a paper blanks, and I think I've used one paper blanks before. I didn't realize that so many of the paper blanks had textured covers, and that kind of bothers me. And this is kind of chaotic for me, but I'm keeping it in my stash. I think this is the only paper blanks I have. Okay, now you know I'm gonna butcher this. A Leuchtturm. I haven't used one before, but I know they're all the rage. So I bought one, and that's all I have to say. I mean, I do like the blank cover, but they're expensive, but everybody loves them. I just have to see, if I could justify buying them, because they do cost so much money. And again, I go through journals so fast. I pulled out another composition notebook. I got this at CVS. It's orange. It's a little loud for me, but they were on sale, so I bought a couple. I might not even end up using them or keeping them. Who knows? And this is called M. Shoy. I think it's EMSHOI. I got this on Amazon. Carrie Walker uses these. I know a lot of people watch Carrie Walker. I like that it's, again, a blank cover. I can customize it, make it my own. The paper quality seems pretty good. It's really big. I don't know how many pages. How many pages? I tend to take these covers off. Does it even say? I don't know. I think I have 2 of these because I was all excited about them. It was more expensive than a paper edge, but I'll see. Haven't used them before, but I thought I'd give it a try. So those are my different notebook types that I have in my collection right now. I am really trying to narrow things down because I just don't like having a lot of stuff. So if I buy stuff that I don't think I'm gonna use, then I will donate it. I put a lot of things in little free libraries, if you have those around you. Oh, I forgot. In here, I have field notes. So I showed these before. I bought these because they were cute and all, and I didn't know what I was going to do with them. And now I think I'm going to use them. I know they're apparently not good for fountain pens. We'll see. I mean, I still use regular pens. I've got pens here. But we'll see. These are sort of on my mind to use soon. But we'll see. So I just put them all in the Delphonics case because I have a whole bunch of them and they just kept falling off of the shelf and all that. But I saw a video by Rose and Bees recently who was showing her field notes, so I wanted to think about using mine. And how many journals do you go through a year? So I'd say if I'm using like an A5 or something like that, I usually do like 2 a month. So that would be roughly like 24. And it's going to be a little bit different if I use these field notes. But that's probably what I do. Now, some people start a new journal every month or every season, or they have special like Christmas journals, December journals, summer journals, whatever. I don't do it that way. I just write, and when I get to the end, I start a new one. So I don't do like themed journals at all. And then my last question, because this has been going on forever, and if you're still here, I appreciate you. What is your motivation to do YouTube? Well, so I decided to start a YouTube channel years ago because I was watching journaling videos on YouTube and I thought, I've been doing journaling forever. Like, I could, share what I've been doing. And it took me a while to really like get into it and feel comfortable doing it and try and post videos. I mean, it's hard if you're like working or you have kids or whatever, or your life is just hectic anyway. And obviously I'm still a very small channel, but I've made so many connections within the journaling community, and I really look forward to seeing other people's videos, and when they say, oh, you inspired me to try this pen or try this system or whatever, it really warms my heart. So I guess that's why I do it. Obviously, I'd love to not have to work another job and be a YouTube creator, but I also don't think that's my personality. I don't think I have it in me. So my channel is not meant to be anything fancy. It's just meant to be me and to share what I love and what I'm doing, and hope that you'll find joy in this hobby as well. So that's what motivates me to do YouTube. I think I've said it so many times, but it's really important to be yourself and not try to be other people, because you're never gonna be someone else. You're never gonna have all the same things they have or journal the same way that they do or whatever. Just be yourself and find your strengths. And I know I've tried to do like different videos on YouTube, and people don't come to my channel to see my sticker, my planner sticker sets or whatever. They come from journals and notebooks and things like that. So that's what I do. All right. I'm sure you're tired of staring at this same screen forever. So thank you for being here. If you have any more questions, please leave them down below. Give me a thumbs up if you can, and feel free to subscribe. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye, everyone.